The shit's chess, it ain't checkers. Godfather of Harlem, Season 2, Episode 9. This one is called Banana Split. I think this is one of the only times that I actually named the episode. Listen here, do I need to say it again? That's like a broken record. Another dope-ass episode in the books. When are they gonna learn to stop fucking with Bumpy? But I will say, this episode, he worried me a little bit because he's still suffering from the traumatic experience of shooting down his fellow brethren because they turned on him. It was a justifiable shooting, but he felt terrible about it. I had to kill my own people. Like, Bumpy is not on, he's not with the black on black shit, okay? But he had to do it. Method Man left him no choice. So now he's in a funk, he's in a depression, and he's drinking himself half to death. And I guess one thing I can take away from this episode is, if you put the bottle down and just focus, things will work out a lot better for you. You know, look, I'm a semi-alcoholic myself. Well, I consider myself a tier 1 alcoholic, okay? I like to drink on the weekends, but I notice the day after drinking, I'm real foggy, you know, I'm not there all the way, and, you know, I need about a day or so to recover to get my brain back together again. So just imagine if I was just focused 7 days out the week, I'd probably be a lot better off than I am. But anyways, yeah, Bumpy had to put the bottle down and go back to being Bumpy again, but the first half of this episode, he was out of it, man. He just didn't know who he was. And even with these brothers from the bank that he got the loan from, like the one guy, the judge, was talking to him any kind of way. And he had to come to realization, like, wait a minute, I'm Bumpy Johnson, bitch. You're like, who you talking to like that? When he stepped to that brother at the end, I was like, there you go. Show him who the fuck you are. Show them who you are. So yeah, man, Bumpy is, you know, he has to figure out how to get back in with the Connect, because the French Connect guy turns on him, you know, in the last episode, which I thought Bumpy set up, but come to find out, no, the French guy really wasn't feeling Bumpy anymore. He's going with Banano, okay? And not knowing that Banano is, you know, he doesn't respect him, he doesn't trust him, you know, it's all about, you know, you get me this stuff and we pay you, and that's it. Other than that, you're nothing but a dirty nigga to me, pretty much, you know? And so when Bumpy sat him down and was like, look, man, who you afraid of more? You know, me or Banano? You know, in the same situation, if Banano's sitting here in front of you and you decide to leave him, he's going to kill you. I'm not going to hurt you. If you decide to leave, you leave. But if you stay, we're going to have a partnership based on trust and respect. Come on, man. Gotta respect that. But at first, you know, French guy got up, he walks out. But then he comes back and like, you know what? I'm going to fuck with you now. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. And so all it took was for Bumpy not to be a gangster, not to be intimidating or none of that shit, man. Just being honest. And I think that was the theme of this episode, honesty. You know, if you just be honest with yourself and honest with the people in your lives, things will go a lot smoother, okay? And speaking of honesty, I felt bad for Elsa, I keep want to call her Elsie. Elsa, right? She, is proposed to by Captain Omar, and he, you know, he wants to marry her, and she's like ecstatic, like, yes, I want to marry this man, you know. But then she tells Bumpy's wife, Mamie, that the only person that she really loved was Malcolm. So this is something we all knew. We all knew that she was in love with Malcolm, you know. But now it's out in open. Yes, I'm in love with Malcolm, but you know, there's Betty, and I know I can be no more than his friend. So that's where it ends. We're friends, but I have to come out and tell this man that, you know, I've been friends with Malcolm, I've been his eyes and his ears, and he's going to have to accept that. Wrong. So those freaking psychos at the mosque, you know, I'm not talking about Muslim people, I'm just talking about the Muslims in this show. Okay, the way they're depicted in the show, these people are crazy, they're psychotic, and they're hypocritical, because it's all about Allah and, you know, God's people and freeing the black man, but nah, it's some on some other shit, okay? It's on some, you know, if we feel like you offended us or betrayed us, you know, we're going to make your life a living hell. So she goes to Captain Omar after that, I forgot what the brother's name is, the dark-skinned dude and the chick with the glasses, how they went to him already and told him that she was seeing Malcolm, all right? And so now she's coming to come clean to him, but he already knows, and he went from loving her and I want to marry you to now, you're nothing but trash. Get out of my face, get out of my office, and leave this mosque immediately. And it's kind of scary now because you see the revenge, you know, the vengeance in his eyes, like, I'm gonna make both of you pay. Like, the delivery of that line was crazy. Like, both of you were gonna pay. I said, oh, shit. I said, yeah, Elsa's life is about to be made a living hell. And I felt for that part when she went to Malcolm's house and she just broke down and cried in Betty's arms, man. I felt for her because it's like, damn, she was to a place where finally she has somebody that loves her, that can give her a happy life and the Muslim life that she wants. And now it just went to shit because she was faithful to Malcolm. And now she can no longer be a Muslim because of this. But, you know, sadly mistaken, she's going to be a Muslim for Malcolm, you know, with Malcolm. But we already know that shit ain't gonna last long. One of the things that bothered me about last week's episode was the whole crab in a barrel thing, right? About how Bumpy was trying to organize the 10 Harlems, and because Method Man wanted to be a traitor, he wanted to go into business for himself, you know, forget the black man, forget black empowerment. You know what I'm saying? It's all about me. I want to be the boss. And I'm like, damn, why black people, why are we so bad to each other? You know what I mean? And, you know, the Italians are no better because here it is, Bonanno and Chin, like, okay, the scene where they all met at the Coney Island, and Bonanno had all them guns pointed at Chin and all the, you know, the families and shit. And Chin was like, yo, I took an oath with you. I took an oath with all you motherfuckers. And this is what you do? I don't trust none of y'all. So, yeah, you guys to go. You know, so Bumpy, being Bumpy, you know, comes out at the end, outsmarts everybody. So he takes back the French Connect. Bonanno's got to leave town. And now, if you want the dope, you got to go through me. So I'll run Harlem. You know, you run East Harlem. I'll run Harlem. All right, so you do your shit, I do my shit. If you want the dope, you got to go through me. We're not partners, but I'm going to supply you, and you are going to pay me for it. Ugh, Bumpy, yes, that's what I'm talking about, man. And you can see Chin always respected Bumpy, but because of his Italian, his brethren, his peers, you know, he has to be enemies with them. But you can tell Chin really respects Bumpy, you know, especially with this move right here. So yeah, Bonanno, you gotta go. Leave town. Alright. So yeah, man, dope ass episode. Oh, and yeah, I gotta mention Stella. The thing, okay, there's a couple things threw me off about this episode. The first thing that threw me off was how Stella and Ernie are now in love with each other. So they went from being enemies because of Teddy getting killed. Stella loses her mind, and then she kills her pops, you know, main man. Well, she shoots him, and Ernie has to finish him off. So it's almost like they went from being enemies to we have to work together to stay alive, and now they're in love. And they have to end up getting married so they don't testify against each other, which I get why they have to do. But I wonder how Chin's going to take that, because Chin does not want his daughter around Ernie at all. He don't fuck with Ernie. Like, only reason he's not dead is because of Stella. So now when he finds out that they're married, and his brother was the one that married him, ooh, I wonder how he's going to take that one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, now they're in love. They're like Bonnie and Clyde and shit. So I guess now she's totally over Teddy. And she has her right mind back. And now she's trying to be a mob wife with Ernie. All right, I'll roll with it. Another thing that kind of threw me off here, like, this is a complaint that I had before with this show, is that this is supposed to be a period piece, but they have modern music with it. And when I watch something that's a period piece, I want to be in that decade. I want to be in that era. And so now we're in the 60s, and I'm following the story. I'm following the characters and everything, and then you start playing modern shit, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you kind of fuck up the illusion when you do that. You know what I'm saying? If this had a full 60s soundtrack, I think it'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? But still, the show is still dope. But I'm just saying, it would just give it like that next level dopeness, okay? If you give it a 60s soundtrack, but that's just me nitpicking. Anyway, this was a dope-ass episode. What did you guys think about it? Comment freely below. Let me know what you thought. And if you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.